Hi, this is Jimmy from Cherry Lake. In this video, I will talk about fertilization, soil health, and pesticides.
Your plants are already adapted to our local environment, so large amounts of fertilizer are not required for them to thrive. These plants are able to support themselves from nutrients already present in the soils. A few native plants will benefit from small doses of fertilizer applied when the plant is actively growing in the warm weather, but is not growing vigorously. But be careful not to over-apply fertilizer. These plants will actually be harmed by too much fertilizer, as the salts in the fertilizer can burn the plant tissue or prevent the plants from blooming in the proper life cycle. There are a few things you can do to help build better soil and feed your plants naturally. The first is to keep mulch at proper levels.
We like to use pine straw. Pine straw is a renewable resource. It breaks down and pretty much just turns into more soil or into the humus, so you can keep adding it. So pine straw really breaks down. It's a good coverage, and it also helps suppress weeds.
You can also apply compost to the soil. This nutrient-rich amendment will help feed your plants without burning them with heavy doses of nitrogens or salts you get from chemical fertilizers. Compost helps build healthy living soil, which benefits your garden in many other ways.
So you're getting into that food, that food web for the soil, and that's where things really start happening. I mean, because that's when you start. If you start adding a bunch of synthetics into that, that's when you break it back down again. But if you keep using the renewable resources, composting, using organic mulches, it's going to keep feeding that, which is going to help your plants, make them stronger, and you're not buying chemicals. So as part of the do's and don'ts series, we're going to talk about what you don't have to do with native plants, and one of them is continuously use pesticides and fungicides. We have not had to apply any in this garden whatsoever, and we don't want to have to. We plant what we're supposed to plant where it's supposed to be according to its range and its growth characteristics, and that helps a lot. Besides that, most of this stuff, not everything, but some plants are larval hosts, some plants are nectar hosts, and some plants are used as structure for their homes. So we don't want any chemicals in here to bother. If managed properly, your garden can be a source of life and biodiversity for your neighborhood.